What's up guys, it's Griffin, and this week on my personal channel I have a pretty cool video for you. I'm going to be showing you what is on my iPhone because that is very requested. I posted on Instagram a few days ago, maybe yesterday, I don't remember, asking you guys to tell me what videos you wanted to see, and a lot of you asked how I edit my Instagram pictures and what's on my phone. So why not do both in one video? So let's get started. I have an iPhone 6 in gold in the top right corner of my phone. It is cracked a teensy little bit because I was at Panera and it fell off the counter and it cracked. I have like my two thumbs as my thumbprints or my fingerprints, and then I also have Tati's, Justice's, and I have one other person, but I don't remember who it was. So they can get in my phone whenever they want, which may or may not be a good idea. You never know. So when you open it up, first there is this little screen. It's a picture of Tati and I, and it's the first page so that you can see the full picture. In the top corner I have mail. This is just like the boring stuff. I have mail, videos, iTunes, photos, music, and for music I don't have that much on my phone. I just have like some of my friends' music and music that I like. After music is camera, calendar, settings, maps. I use maps all the time, so that's where most of my data is used. Notes, where I keep video ideas. Weather, I don't really check that often. Clock, which has my alarms, and I have so many alarms, but instead of making a new one every time, I just go find the closest time and then I edit it to be near the time that I want. Game Center, which I never ever use. Passbook, which I don't think anyone ever uses. I've never seen anyone use Passbook. Twitter. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, this is the place to go. And then I have Instagram, where I post daily, and I follow a ton of different accounts. And then I start going into folders, and I don't have any actual names for folders because I just think that it is cuter when they're like 3 emojis. In the first folder, which is 3 of the hibiscus flower emojis, I have contacts, Facetune. Facetune saves me sometimes if I have a really bad pimple, or like if I need to blur like information out so I don't leak someone's number on accident again. People abuse this app. So if you use Facetune, use it wisely because it's not good. Then I have Fonto, which puts text over pictures, and Pic Collage, which I don't use often anymore, but I used to use it. I have the YouTube app, which I am always on. I go and check my YouTube channel and see how my videos are doing, or I'll go and check who I'm subscribed to. Mobley, because when I went to California, my friend Grayson took me to the Mobley Beach House. And then there's Uber, which I use all the time when I'm in LA. I have StubHub because I love going to concerts. And then I have Word Search for whenever I get super duper bored, like on a road trip or something. And I don't think I've done too many of the word searches on here, but it's fun. I would suggest it. In the next folder, it's 3 of the sun emojis, which are my favorite emojis. I think they're so cute. I have reminders, which I never ever use. I don't think I've used it in the past year. I have Starbucks. And what's really cool about the Starbucks app is when your screen is off, in the bottom corner, if you're near a Starbucks, instead of there being like a camera emoji and you pull up, it'll be the Starbucks emoji, or not the Starbucks emoji, like the Starbucks logo, and you'll pull up and it'll take you to the Starbucks app and take you to the nearest Starbucks. Like, it is awesome. And then I have Superimpose for, I don't know, I've used it for like a lot of things. I used to take pictures in front of white walls and edit a background on them and make it look like I was in front of like, I don't know, the beach, or like I met Harry Styles or someone. So that's what I would use that for. And then Vine, which I don't go on often, but every time I go on it's super funny. Then I have Wells Fargo, and I use that to check my balances and move money around if I need to. And then I have the followers app because Instagram doesn't tell you the exact amount of followers. And yes, I am logged in on my friend Anthony's. So if I ever want to check to see if I'm close to something, I'll go and use the followers app so I can see what my exact number of followers is. And then I have Vsco Cam. This is how I edit my pictures. So this is the portion where you guys will learn. I will take a picture, and this picture is my selfie, and this is how I'm going to edit it. Lately I've been using either HB1 or HB2, so whatever I think looks better on my feed, and then I'll turn it down a little bit so that it's not so like filtered, and then if I want to, I will change the exposure and turn it down 1 or 2, and then sometimes I turn the saturation up because then it makes your eyes look more like blue, or personally it makes my eyes look more blue. It can make your eyes look more green, I guess. Save the picture to my camera roll, and then I'll go post it on Instagram. So basically that is how I edit my Instagram pictures. And the HB1 and HB2 filter are free in the Vsco shop, so how you get there is you press the little 3-line thing on the side and go to shop, and let me see which one it is. Hype Beast X Vsco, and that comes with HB1 and HB2, and it's free to download. Some of them cost money, and I like the ones that cost money, but right now I really like HB1 and HB2. And then I have Snapchat. I'll put stuff on my story so that you guys can see. So let's upload something to my story. That's open, so you guys can go and add me on there. And my username is, I'll have it down below, but it's just my name, Griffin Arnlund. And then I have stocks, which I never check. Then in the next folder, I have 3 sunflowers as the name for the folder, and I have the big day app so I can count down like how long it's gonna be till something happens, or how long it's been since something. And then I have PayPal because that's generally how I get paid. Tumblr, which I don't go on often, I'll have it down below. It's just like everything else, it's just my name. And then I have Find My iPhone because you have no idea how many times this has come in handy. I've lost my phone. My dad left his phone on top of the car and it flew off the car, but then we found it because we used Find My iPhone. Like, this app is a lifesaver. And then I have Square Ready, so if a picture doesn't fit in the right shape, like let's say this picture that I just edited, it doesn't fit in a regular square shape, so I can put white borders on it, or black borders I guess, because that's what I have saved. And I do like square pictures on Instagram, so I don't do that, but if you want to, that's how you do that. And then I have Health, which I actually have no idea what this is. Is that something that comes on the phone? Oh, I didn't know that came on the phone. Go me. And then I have Ibooks, which again I have nothing on because reading is not that fun. And then I have 8 tracks, which I use sometimes because it has little sets of music or whatever, and I'll listen to relaxing music, pop, punk, it's all over the place, so you can follow me on there, I guess, if that's what you do on 8 tracks. I don't really know. I just listen to music I like on there, or playlists that I like on there. And then I have Uvu because when Justice and Levy and I want to all talk at the same time, then we use Uvu. I basically just use that for friends, and then sometimes I'll do contests where I'll Uvu a fan. Then the next one, because I live in Arizona, it's 3 cacti. And basically I don't use a lot that's in this, but what is in it is compass, calculator, FaceTime. Okay, just kidding. I use that all the time. Newsstand, Afterlight. I don't use Afterlight much anymore, but I used to use it to edit my Instagram pictures. Then I have Vignette. So you can edit your Vines on there and then upload it to Vine, which honestly you don't need now because Vine updated. But then I have Voice Memos, Podcasts, which I'm pretty sure no one ever uses. Then I have Tips, which again I have not used because this is probably the most stupid app I've ever seen. I'm sorry, Apple, but it's like, I know this stuff, so great. Then the next is 3 alien emojis because I like that emoji. And I have Photo Collage, which puts 2 pictures next to each other. The best part about this one is that it already puts it in a square shape, so you're all set for Instagram. And then I have Heads Up, which I'm sure all of you have played. It's Ellen's app, and I have a video linked right here where I did the Heads Up challenge with my friend Christian. And I have YouNow because occasionally I'll broadcast, so I'll have my YouNow down below. And I have Pump Up app, which is actually like a really nice app. What you do is you say how long you want to work out for and what you want to work on. It'll create a workout for you, and you don't have to have like weights or anything. Like, you can just say what you want to work on and it'll create a workout, which is really nice. And then I have Netflix because Netflix is my life. It's my Valentine, actually. And so that is what I do in my free time. I'm currently watching Friends. And then I have Dropbox because that's how I get all my photo shoot pictures. Pandora, because Pandora's the best. It's a music app. And then I have glitch. All of you want to know how to get the blurred edges on Instagram because they took it away. Oh my gosh. So what I do is I go on glitch and then I drag the sides out, and that puts on the blurred border. So that's how I get my blurred borders. Instagram took that effect away, so it kind of sucks. And then I have Jump Car, which is probably the most addicting game, and it's very stressful. What you do is you have a car, and you jump levels, and you try to avoid hitting the other cars, and you can jump over them, but then you get like fast cars, and then you get slow cars, and then cars that jump over you instead of you jumping over them, and if you run into a car, then you're dead. And it's very, very hard. Then I have my last set of stuff, and it's like the sparkly emoji. I have Subway Surf in case I get bored. I have 2 cars, which my friend Danny made me download, who keeps texting me. Then I have Runtastic because my friend Jacob made me get it. I have Facebook, which I just use to talk to my grandparents, so it's really like not even relevant. And I have Facebook Messenger, again, to talk to my grandparents. And then I have an app called Rap Chat, because Rap Chat is something that my friend Ron made me start doing. And what you do is you choose a song, it gives you a beat, and then you have to rap over it and send it to your friend. So it's like Snapchat but with rapping, and then it disappears. Then I have Slide the Block, which is honestly such an addicting game, and I'm pretty sure I got my friend Charisma addicted to it because it's really fun. And then you run out of lives and you buy lives because you get nervous about it. But I'm currently on level 110. And then on the bottom I have Messages, Safari, Phone, and App Store, which are all pretty basic apps, so you should have those if you have an iPhone. And if you don't have those and you have an iPhone, then that's pretty weird and you should probably take it to the Apple Store. But that is what is on my iPhone, and I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. And also leave a comment down below saying what your favorite apps are right now, because as you can tell, I like apps and I'm always looking to download different apps. So just comment them down below and I'll check them out. My social medias will be linked down below, such as my Snapchat that you guys have been asking about, my YouNow, which I sometimes broadcast on, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Vine, all the stuff will be down below. And I will see you guys next week. Bye!